Welcome to the Tradex Foods 3-Minute Market Insight. Some fast facts to start the week. The new organic standard for Canadian farmed seafood was released May 10th. Consumers will now be able to choose certified organic farmed seafood, shellfish, and aquatic plants. The new standard was developed with the Canadian Standards Board and a stakeholder committee of industry members, consumer advocates, regulators, and environmental organizations. Now let's take a look at Pandanus borealis shrimp and Vietnamese Pangasius. Firstly, it's important to explain the European Union duty structure for Canadian Pandanus borealis shrimp and what to expect for the coming shrimp season. The EU import duty on cooked and peeled Canadian shrimp is 20%. This is in an agreement in place between Canada and the EU that allows 20,000 metric tons of Pandanus borealis into the EU duty-free, provided it is for further processing. Historically, most of the 20,000 ton import quota has been used by the UK, who use the product in a ready meal preparation, and also by Denmark, who do a brine application to the shrimp for retail sales. A small percentage of the import quota was used by European borealis processors to supplement their cooked and peeled sales, as their shrimp harvests have been declining. Iceland, Norway, Faroe Islands, and Sweden have used Canadian borealis in their cooked and peeled production. Until recently, only about 2,000 metric tons went to the European shrimp processors for cooked and peeled production. This year it is expected that as much as 8,000 metric tons will be purchased by EU cooked and peeled processors for production. What this means is that the demand will likely exceed the 20,000 ton quota by 6,000 to 7,000 tons. Historically, buyers in the EU have turned to the Pandanus jordani from the USA to supplement their production. USA processed Pandanus jordani also has an import duty of 20%. However, the price of the jordani is approximately 20% lower than the borealis, which makes the product very attractive to buyers. Shrimp buyers should now be looking for their jordani shrimp needs. European buyers are already negotiating Pandanus borealis contracts. Now to touch on Vietnamese Pangasius and some developments in the industry. Back in 2010, the WWF, World Wildlife Fund, moved the Vietnamese Pangasius from their yellow list to the red list, advising consumers not to consume those products. The WWF placed the species on the red list of products as they felt it was farmed in undesirable conditions. The Vietnamese Association of Seafood Exporters and Producers rejected the decision made by the WWF. Further, the Vietnam Ministry of Agriculture and Rural Development invited the WWF to make a fact-finding tour of Vietnam's fish farms. Of course, the WWF accepted the invitation and started the process of doing a comprehensive evaluation of Pangasius farming. In a recent development, Vietnamese Pangasius farmers are very close to receiving accreditation by the Aquaculture Stewardship Council. This is a comprehensive standard for Pangasius farming, which covers issues from legal, social, and food safety issues to pollution, feed, chemicals, and social responsibility. It has been developed in cooperation with the WWF. The WWF is quoted as saying, "We are pleased to have a strong and shared commitment with the government of Vietnam and the Pangasius industry for this certified production." Currently, there are 5 Pangasius farmers awaiting certification by the ASC. The ASC accreditation with WWF backing is expected to lower social and regulatory trade barriers currently limiting trade in Europe and North American markets. Thank you for joining me for the Tradex Foods 3-Minute Market Insight. This is Robert Reierson. Buy smart and eat more seafood.